John Rasmus here with Rasmus Gaming. I'm going to show you how long it takes to get into the Shroud of the Avatar game. Let's play Shroud of the Avatar with no edits, no cuts. I'm going to double click the icon. I just patched up the game. We will see how long it takes to get into Shroud of the Avatar. Alright. So, the game is seeding. I don't want it to seed. I just want to launch straight into it. Let's do it. As you can see, I'm recording. Or as I should hold this up the whole time. I'm recording. We're launching Shroud of the Avatar. Let's see how long it takes to get in. Now, I assure you, this recording is not interfering with the game. We can easily switch on over to the Shroud screen. Here is the Shroud of the Avatar screen. This is the screen to get you into the game. I'm waiting to get into Shroud of the Avatar. This is 100% every time. This happens every single time, which is why I'm making this video. So we have a lot of time. So I'm just gonna open up this soda. Ah, yeah. Still waiting for Shroud of the Avatar to open. No edits. This is how long it always takes every single time. Gonna open up this fork here. Open up this fork. And I'm gonna eat me some baby carrots because I probably have enough time to eat this entire jar. We shall see. It really depends, you know. Shroud of the Avatar, no. It really depends. It takes a long time to get into the game. Instead of just showing the gameplay footage, I wanted to show... Here we go! Shroud of the Avatar, wow! I'm surprised I didn't eat this whole jar. So let's click play. Sometimes it takes 10 times longer than that. Okay. You don't need to see my password. Alright. Let's play Shroud of the Avatar. Alright, resume. Let's do it. You know, maybe we got time to play some Pokemon Go. I turned my phone off. Gotta turn my phone back on. Maybe we got time to turn on my phone from scratch. Eat some baby corn. This is a typical Shroud of the Avatar loading experience. So you can count and see how long it took. This is average and typical. Sometimes it's twice as long. Let's play us some Pokemon Go. Yeah. Thing is, I can't catch anything near my house ever. But I am wearing my Pokemon shirt. Loading up Pokemon Go. Alright. Okay, whoa. Look at that. It's a magic carp. Magic Carpellino. Alright. Shroud of the Avatar has loaded. Can't remember what I named the F10. Alright. Let's start recording the game. Here I am in Shroud of the Avatar. Alright. So, I'm here in Ardoris, or whatever it's called. Oh my gosh. Every single time I log in, I have to go to video. I have to go to reticle strength, make it maximum, make it minimum, every single time to get rid of it. Because the guy who exclusively is programming this game, Chris Spears, he likes to piss off people that don't like the crosshairs reticle. He likes to piss people off that don't like it. Congratulations, Chris Spears, you're pissing off the fans and they're leaving the game and they're never coming back. Congratulations. Anyway, let's check out this, let's see if I sold an item I put on here. Let's see if I sold an item that I put on here. Manage orders. Okay. Manage inventory. Bear hat. It looks like nobody bought my bear hat, you know. That's fine. Let's see if he has anything worth buying. Let's type in dye. Got any good dyes? Pure black dye, 4K. Nah, I'm not interested in those. Not too interested in those. But this is my experience playing Shroud of the Avatar, having to get rid of the reticle, get rid of the crosshairs every single time. It takes an unusually long amount of time to log in every single time. And yeah. It's just, this is the game. Let me show you my house. I will waste a recall scroll for this video. You're going to see me waste a recall scroll. But here I am. Level 24. I can't seem to get past level 24 on Pokemon Go. It's 150,000 experience to get to level 25. Just man, it's just extremely annoying. So, you know, loading screen upon loading screen, that's pretty standard, you know. Oh, you know what? I did get an amazing tweet from Duncan Jones, the son of David Bowie. He's apparently a fan of the Ultimos. So that's very cool. Very cool. And Duncan Jones tweeted not too long ago, a couple days ago, he retweeted something I tweeted, Richard Garriott. Richard Garriott's a nice guy, okay? He's a nice guy. Everyone knows that. He's a nice guy. It's just, I think Chris Spears doesn't like the fans and almost programs things into the game to tick the fans off. That's my personal opinion. And it's really going to backfire. Because when you tick off the fans, you're no longer employed. No one ever plays the game anymore. And I understand with $10 million being pledged, do you think you're invincible? But this game really needs some fixes. It really needs quests. Oh my gosh. I'm still not loaded to my house yet. I thought I was wasting time. Alright. So here is Duncan Jones retweeting my tweet about my Virtue chest of trinkets. Duncan Jones, son of David Bowie, amazing director in his own right. He directed the movie Moon. Awesome movie. Awesome sci-fi movie. He directed Warcraft, the World of Warcraft movie adaptation. And I actually thought that movie was pretty good. I thought it got a lot of bad press, but you know what? I watched it, and I thought it was entertaining. The story was a little slow, and it was kind of interesting. You know, it had a big gate, kind of like the Ultima gates. Speaking of gates, check out my gates. But let me show. I made this Ankh myself out of clay. Actually, you know what? I made a mold. I made the Ankh out of clay. Then I molded it, and this is actually a molding of it, and I painted it. I wanted it to look like the Ankh at the end of Ultima 9, and I think I accomplished that. It's just made out of some molding stuff. But here is the chest. Ah! I can't really tip it. I'll show you the picture later. I'll show you the picture. This is my chest, though, and you know, I've spent a long time. Man, I can't show it. Let's move the camera. Let's move the camera down. I've spent a long time making this chest, and I made it to fit the original Ultima 1 coin trinkets, but I had to sell my Ultima 1 because I couldn't afford it. It's worth a couple $100, and when it gets right down to it, sometimes you got to replace it with these cool gold crowns, gold crowns of the obsidian, and these other Shroud of the Avatar coins, trinkets. High quality, very high quality. Relics by Rild. I recommend it. But the fact that Duncan Jones said to me, he said, "Now that is dedication. I salute you." Concerning just collecting some Ultima trinkets and Shroud of the Avatar trinkets, very cool guy, very cool guy. But let's check out my plot. This is the plot that I was able to grab during the land rush. And it wasn't my first choice or my second choice, but you know what? It's a pretty good plot. It's in Brittany Wharfs, and I'll try to give a better view of it, what it looks like. And, you know, it's just a standard village-sized plot. But I thought it was pretty cool because it's sort of on a corner. It's on a crossroads corner street. And I just want to look at the street real quick. See, let's say I want to have a vendor. I don't have a vendor up yet, but in the future, when I'm going to get a vendor, you know, players are going to run. They're going to be like, it's a nice corner connecting two roads. The other road is accessed through a staircase. So yeah, this guy's house is probably much more prominent for this vendor that he has. Let's see what his vendor has. What's this guy's vendor have? You know, I'm clicking on this guy's vendor. Nothing's happening. I noticed a lot of lag. It should have opened a lot sooner than that. So this guy's selling pure black dies, 5,000 a piece, when I just saw 12 for 4,000. So yeah, that's a ripoff. But you know, everyone has to make their own do. Everyone's trying to get gold. Gold is hard to get, hard to hoard, hard to collect, because you got to repair your armor, which is a big gold sink. There are a lot of gold sinks in this game, which I think is actually pretty good. You don't want billionaires on day one. So I bought these, oh my gosh, they turned off. I bought these Tesla coils. They don't count. These Tesla coils, or cobalt, whatever they're called, they don't count as light sources. So you can have that in addition to your light sources. They're $10 a piece though, and that's pretty expensive. And then I have my two Oracle little scanner robots, whatever they're called. This is my house, and I have, we got some gold crowns of the obsidian in the game. And they're a lot bigger than the ones in real life, but the ones in real life, come on, you can focus on that. The ones in real life are very cool. Look at the edges, just like a real coin. And then look at the back. I don't like the back as much as the front, although it does have cool runes. It does have cool runes. You know, that logo in the middle, it looks like it reminds me of like a horde from World of Warcraft logo. But I really like the front. Very cool. And I do recommend grabbing one while they're still available. It doesn't load very... There we go, it doesn't focus too great. I do recommend grabbing one while they're still available. Very high quality coin. I know it's just for decoration, but it goes very well with your trinket box, if you happen to have one. So, I like the fact that you can display your gold crowns of the obsidian in the game. That's actually pretty cool. My house is really dark. It's very dark. And let's see, you know what? I recently bought some new wax cylinders. Let's see what these sound like in the game. I don't even know what they sound like. I haven't played them yet. Okay. That song. That's a pretty good song. Let's try this one. Okay. I don't know if I like the extreme fuzziness. They're trying to make it realistic, but it's hard to listen to. You know what I like is the fact that Death by Shooter Jennings is in here. Let's listen to Death by Shooter Jennings. It's very quiet. You can barely hear it. I'm guessing this is The Death of Lord British, or is it a different song? I don't know. Let me know if The Death of Lord British wax cylinder is the same as The Death cylinder, both by Shooter Jennings. I don't know. It's a very cool song, it's just you can barely hear it, is all. So this is my house. Not particularly interesting. And I'm noticing a bug. The replenishing snowball box. How long does it take to replenish? Because I personally have only been able to grab the snowballs out of it only once. Never twice. So please make those replenishable. Because I sell them for money, and I don't know why you can sell snowballs before they melt, but you can. This is my house. You know, Shroud of the Avatar is actually funner than some people say, or even that I make it out to be. It's just that there's no one around, and it seems kind of empty, and there aren't any quests to speak of. Now, yes, there are quests, alright? You talk to an NPC, you find out that that NPC is a fan of keys, and they can give you a key, maybe, I don't know. Something like that. But the key doesn't lead you anywhere interesting, and it's more like a soap opera. Where so-and-so wants this, you get that for so-and-so, and it's just a generic collect quest, where you get something. Nothing happens. Nothing in the world changes. A quest that I would recommend is one inspired by the Phoenix. I say they should make a Phoenix gem a rare item in the game. So rare that everyone seeks it and everyone wants it. No one sells it. It's not a gold crown of the obsidian. It's extremely rare. There's like 10 on the entire game worldwide. and they can make a sword like a phoenix sword. Bam! Everyone wants a phoenix sword, and then you want like an ice dragon sword. So there's like an ice dragon heart. Everyone, bam, wants that ice dragon heart. Trust me, if there's only 10 per server, they're extremely rare. They're going to boost the interest of the game. Add something that changes the universe. You killed the ice dragon. There's only one ice dragon per month. Super rare monster. You got the ice dragon heart. Bam. You can make an ice dragon sword. Or perhaps you can fail at it, whatever the case may be. Ice swords, fire swords. That's where I would start with dynamic quests, where you killed a phoenix. It's the king of the phoenix, not a regular phoenix. It's the phoenix. It just laid a phoenix egg. It only lays one phoenix egg a month, and you got it. Bam. That's a quest that affects the game, creates excitement, energy. People want to get that phoenix egg. They want to make that phoenix fire sword. They want to make that phoenix fire bow, phoenix fire spear, whatever the case may be. That creates excitement. They don't have anything like that in the game. But the Portalarium staff, they're not going to watch this video. They're not going to care. They don't care about good ideas. As a matter of fact, I don't know. I understand. People are giving them ideas all day long. And people are giving them bad ideas all day long. I understand. I'm sympathetic towards that. I hear bad ideas all the time. Especially on my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/hoaxhunter. I am making 3 episodes in the next couple days, even starting today, for youtube.com/hoaxhunter, my main YouTube channel. This is not my main YouTube channel. I just wanted to make this Brittany Wharfs. I'm really close to Lord British's castle via a secret cave. So let's go through that secret cave. Let's go through it. Let's go through the secret cave. You know, this lag is pretty typical. It's pretty typical lag. I saw the guy that placed this house, and then he removed it. He just got it so he can sit on it, resell it, whatever. I didn't want this plot. I wanted mine because it had a corner road which keeps going, whereas this plot has a dead-end road. Sure, it leads to British's castle, but if you don't want to go to British's castle, it's just a dead end. People are less likely going to go to a dead end than a road that continues and is a corner of 2 crossroads. But this is still a very cool plot. I was considering placing here, but Louis Lacoste is the one that got this plot. Unless he sold it. Let's check to see if Louis Lacoste still has it. Oh my gosh. Louis Lacoste traded it with another account or sold it to a guy named Bing Bong. But, you know, people can have multiple accounts. People can sell plots. People can do whatever they want. But it's a pretty cool plot. Leads up to British's castle if you break through these stones. You get through the stones. I was hoping it was a mine you can actually mine, but it's not. If it was a mine you could actually mine, I would have totally sat and camped out and got this plot, but I prefer the other one. I still have extremely close access to this secret passageway. And I continue to eat the mini baby corn. I like baby corn. Baby corn is good for you. Baby corn has a type of bacteria that's good for your body. As does most canned things, such as olives. And yeah, you got to keep your time occupied during the process of loading Shroud of the Avatar. Takes a long time to load the game. And so you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, I caught a really cool Snorlax in Pokemon Go. Check out this Snorlax I caught. Named him Snow. 1970 is his CP. That's pretty good. Now I just got to catch a couple more Snorlaxes and upgrade him. But this cave leads to Lord British's castle. The freak? Did you see that? Oh, okay. I thought it led me back to where I was. Nope, this is Lord British's castle. Wow. That's the first time I've ever fallen. It's easy to get up there and not fall, but it's pretty dark. It's hard to see. But I got the Brittany Wharf's house. Oh my gosh. They made it a little bit annoying to get up here, huh? But I assure you this leads to Lord British's castle if I wasn't stuck. Let's say there was an event in Lord British's castle. I'm not too far away from it. Just walk through that passageway and you are in a secret passageway room to Lord British's castle. And here's the entrance. So you're actually right next to the entrance, which is pretty cool. And you know what? I mean, this is the central of the entire game, the entire universe of the entire game. This is the multiplayer mode. There's another player, proving that is the case. What is his name? Lance. So I saw one player named Lance. And let's see how many players we can come across. I'm only going to walk around briefly. Let's go to the most popular place. The docks. The wharf. Which makes no sense because my house is in Brittany Docks. Brittany Wharfs. And yet there's still a Brittany Docks, Brittany Wharfs in Brittany? Independent of Brittany Wharfs? That makes no sense. So obviously at the last second, they threw together the Brittany Wharfs map because this makes no sense. This is Brittany Wharfs, yet I live in a map called Brittany Wharfs. But, you know, whatever the case may be, I'm just here to loot some sacks and get some free stuff, such as 5 fabric scraps and a leather helm. You know, I don't know if this hurts my virtue. I have no idea. If it does, I will stop, but I have no sign from the game that this is bad. The game's not telling me don't do this. Because the game's not telling me don't do this, I don't know if it's good or bad. All I know is it gives me free stuff that I can sell for money. So that's why I do it. And I'm sure people every day are checking the town crier to see if there's any plots available in Brittany. And of course, there are not. Every single house is taken. But that's cool. You know, that's cool. I didn't want Brittany Central too bad. Actually, there were 2 plots in Brittany Central left, village plots, that I could have taken, but they're literally the most ghetto spots. And I was like, you know what? I can either have a decent plot in Brittany Wharfs or the worst plot in Brittany Central. And maybe the worst in Brittany Central is actually better. Maybe it's better, you know what? But I chose what I chose. The second player, Sator Farin. So Lance and Sator, whatever. 2 players. Let's see if we can find a third. I will log off, and this will be the end of the video at 3 players. But this is supposed to be an MMORPG. This is the central of the entire game. And you're hard-pressed to find more than a couple players. But let me show you the plots that I could have chosen, which I consider to be the worst plots in Brittany Central. Now, even though they're the worst, and it's a matter of opinion, I'm not putting down the people that got them, because I think maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should have got a really ghetto plot in Brittany Central. But I chose a decent plot in Brittany Wharfs. So the ghetto plot is over here. And it's kind of annoying that there's people that really don't decorate. They're just house plot squatters and they just want to resell. But you can't do anything about it. There's a legitimate real estate market in this game. I'm looking for that plot. I'm looking for it. Okay. The two plots that were left in this game in Brittany Central were this one right here in the corner of nowhere, leading nowhere to nowhere. Let's see who got it. Glimley Hexplate got it. You know, it's not that bad of a plot, although no one's going to go to your vendor. No one. So he doesn't have a vendor, so that's cool. And the second plot, see, these are both ravine plots. This is the sewer that you know people take a dump in, even if just, not literally, but if it was a real world. So this is kind of the sewer ravine of Brittany. And actually this plot doesn't look too bad, but it's right next to the sewer. This is the other plot that I passed on, right here. This was the other plot. Who got it? But Chief KC got it. The reason I didn't like this plot is because, let me show you the road. First of all, you got to go through 4 row houses to get to it. So not very good neighborhood. This is pretty much the ravine toilet area. On top of that, this is how the house looks from the road. Now the fact that it's even close to the road increases the value. But when people see this plot, this is what they see. They see the top of your house. Not only do they see the top of your house, if you had fences, people could jump right over the fences because of the location. It's way down in the dumps. It's still a cool plot and probably more valuable than mine in Brittany Wharfs. But I preferred my nice looking high Brittany Wharfs plot, which was high up. I kind of prefer the high up plots, and so the fact that these are empty, yet they're taken, is pretty stupid. I would say one of the best village plots, in my opinion, not vendor access-wise, just in coolness, would be this one. This is a very cool village plot, very valuable, high up, great view. Look at that view. Very cool. Now, you're not going to get too many people checking out your vendor, or will you? I mean, you're right next to the main castle in the entire game, so actually, this guy probably does get 1 or 2 people walk by. And that would be a lot in this game, because this game's fairly empty. Perhaps when the game is deemed final, there will be a few more players, but all in all, gotta use my heal spell to heal myself. But all in all, you know, this game's pretty empty, and there aren't any quests that captivate. You can claim there are, but I claim there are not. I'm a consumer that's playing the game, that paid $1,000 into the game, and has sent many bug reports. Maybe not more than most. I don't know. Maybe an average amount of bug reports, but I've done my part to try to make this game great. I've done my best. And what I give you is the Phoenix Egg idea and the Ice Dragon Heart idea. You can claim those are exactly from the Ultima series, but I claim they're generic fantasy themes that anyone of any RPG could implement. I paid up. I paid my dues. I paid up. I've taken part in every telethon for the past couple years. I think I missed one telethon, so I'm pretty good telethon-wise. But this is the end of the video. We haven't seen a third person, and we aren't likely to see a third person. This is the early access final launch of the game without it being final. But when a game is so open for 3 years and you see the progress, implement. Okay, here's the third person. Natalie. We finally ran into a third person. So that's my assessment of Shroud of the Avatar. Take it as you will. I'm still a fan of the Ultimate Series. Whoa, a fourth person. Whoa, look at that, a fourth person. Went by so fast, couldn't see his name. We saw a fourth person. That's pretty rare. This has been John Rasmus with Rasmus Gaming. Be seeing you.